Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Gonna do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2004 Caterpillar 247B skid steer that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions. I'll get up close to everything, show you everything that I see, talk about anything that I know on this particular machine. And then of course we'll fire it up, we'll run it through its paces, we'll let you hear the engine, we'll show you the front pins, we'll lift the loader, dump the bucket, lift the front end up, show you the hydraulics are strong, we'll drive it around, show you it turns strong to both directions. As always, if you are in the market for a used skid steer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly, truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one's a 2004 Cat 247B cab with heat, pilot controls. It's got the hydraulic coupler, self-leveling bucket, pre-emissions diesel engine. It's got a weight kit, 1,951 pound lift capacity at 50% of tipping load, 6,666 pound operating weight, and this one has a total of 2,388 hours. So the hour meter in it shows 254 hours, and it has a Cat sticker that the hour meter was replaced at 2134, which comes out to 2,388. So like I said, here in a little bit, we'll fire it up. We'll show you the front pins up here. There's a little bit of play in them, nothing I wouldn't expect for a 22-year-old machine with 2,400 hours, 2,388 hours. There's a little bit of play. They're not sloppy, but there's definitely a little play. For now, I'm kind of just gonna get up close to everything though and show you the overall condition. As you'll see here, loader arms are still fairly bright. This yellow paint is pretty darn good for a 22-year-old machine. Just typical flaking around the outer edges here. Some light scuffs and scratches here and there, a little bit of a scuff right through that decal here, and you can see the decals are faded a little. Typical little paint scuffs and scratches here. Nothing that looks cracked or welded or plated anywhere here on the loader arm. Down here on the side of the cab, everything looks pretty good here. This main lip here looks good. Sorry, as you'll see in the background, it has been raining non-stop, so it was just raining. The machine's wet from that, and we've already run around, done the operational video, so you'll see there's mud on the tracks. Looking up close here to the tracks though, tracks are very, very good. I'm gonna say we are at least 95% tread depth here. These tracks are not very old, or don't have very many hours on them. They're in very, very good condition. The tread depth is very, very deep. Somebody has definitely spent money on this undercarriage. The squirrel cage is really, really tight here. Definitely have replaced this main bearing. Both the pins and bushings are tight here, and the squirrel cage is nice and thick here. Most of our bogies are in pretty good shape. You know, it doesn't take very long for these to start getting chewed up, and there's a little bit of small little chunks here and there out of the outer edges on them, but overall those bogies are pretty darn good. Say a few of these have been for sure replaced. We got different colored caps on them here, so I'm sure they've been replaced at some point. And here on the side of the frame, just overall pretty darn nice 2004 model machine. Some light scuffs and scratches, a few little paint chips in there, but for a machine of this vintage, very, very nice. Looking at the rear corner on this side, no huge dents or dings, just your typical wear for a used machine. And actually, like I said, for an 04, it is very, very nice. Really not a ton of paint chipped around the outer edges here. Little weight kit added on there. Coming around to the rear, looking at the back door here, overall pretty darn good. No huge dents or dings. A little bit of where that black paint starting to get a little thin. Obviously some scuffs and scratches here in the decals, but overall for the era, pretty darn nice machine. Does start up and run good. This mesh grill is pretty good up here. Some of the paint, the black paint is starting to flake off up here. You'll see that. It's very common on this machine, this era of machine, that just starts flaking around the outer edges and then peels away. So nothing out of the ordinary there. It's just a little surface rust where the metal's exposed. Nothing out of the ordinary. The exhaust pipe's nice and straight there. Coming around to this rear corner, again, No huge dents or dings, nothing out of the ordinary here. Decal's a little more faded on this side. Again, still not really much paint flaking off here. Looking at the track on this side, a little more wore down, just a little lower tread depth on this side. I'm gonna say this side is still 80% plus tread depth, but you can see, you can't see as tall of these little diamond patterns on top of the thicker bands. You can't see those as well on this side as you could on the other side. A couple small little chunks out here and there, but still very deep tread bars. Lots of life left here in this undercarriage. Again, on this side, squirrel cage is really good. Both those inner and outer pins are good. Definitely, I'd say this bearing's been replaced as well at some point. Looking at our bogies here, again, just a few little chunks out of bogies here and there, but not bad at all. Here on the side of the frame, again, just pretty darn nice for this old of a machine. Looking at the loader arm on this side, again, I don't see anything that looks cracked or welded or plated anywhere, just your typical scratches in the paint. And looking at the back side of that skid steer mount plate, I don't see anything out of the ordinary there. Nothing that looks cracked or welded that I'm seeing here. Taking a good look here at our bucket. It is a Cat brand bucket. Cutting edge is good, still plenty of life left there in that cutting edge. Bottom of the bucket's nice and flat. I don't see any big bows or dents or dings there. Just a little bit of cement splatter in this back corner over here. Pretty decent bucket, plenty of life left there. Come back here and take a look at this pre-emissions diesel engine. I'll try to get in close. I'll try to go nice and slow here so you can kind of see everything. Up here looks nice and dry. I don't see any oil or diesel or antifreeze running anywhere. Now, I say it with any used machine, if you go over it with a fine-tooth comb, there's going to be a seep or something somewhere. My guess is there's been some replacement parts added here. We got some different coloration, so runs out very good. But I'm guessing since these are not black, we've had a few parts replaced there over time. I don't know how well you guys can see in there. Side of the block, like I said, looks good. Coming over to this side, up top here, everything looks good. Trying not to bump the microphone or the camera too much, but it's hard in here. Again, this side of the block, pretty darn dry. Battery looks good. Excuse me. Air breather looks good. Filters down here look good. Inside of that back door looks good. The fins in here in the radiator look good. There by that turbo, everything looks really good there. We'll take a look here at the cab. Interior, the ROPS, everything on this side of the ROPS looks good. Nothing out of the ordinary here. This backlight is unplugged. Looks like the coupler might be broken a little where it plugs into the back of that light. Otherwise, glass is good. This side of the cab looks really good. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here on the ROPS. Up front here, the front lights have been swapped to LEDs, as you can see there. Front faceplate here is actually pretty darn good for a machine of this age. I don't see any cracks or spider webbing in the glass. That door glass has definitely been replaced at some point. I can tell by the glue, so not uncommon. These tombstone doors get busted a lot, so that's been replaced at some point. I can tell that. Shock's good on the door. Steps are good here. Floorboard, everything looks good there. Seat, looking at the bottom seat cushion, everything's good there. No cuts or tears. Backrest is the same. I don't see any cuts or tears there. Let me jump down in here. This is actually all pretty good for a machine of this age. Starting to peel away just a little bit where that vinyl is peeling away a little bit from the foam underneath. Heat and fan controls. Taking a good look here at our joysticks. Left side joystick is good. Both buttons are good. Rubber boot is good. Right hand side joystick, both buttons are good. Rubber boot is good. Fins are a little broken here. Fins are good on this side. Taking a look up here. All this, drop the lap bar down so you can see, all this black plastic is still nice and bright. No, nothing that I'm seeing that's busted or cracked anywhere up here. Headliner is pretty good, starting to separate just a little bit right here where that lap bar hits it. Controls over here, sorry I bumped the microphone there. Controls are good. Heck, you can still see the P on the park brake switch. That's unusual for a machine of this age. Glow plug button's good. It's kind of hard for me to get this camera up there. There will be plenty of photos of it on our website, but I don't know how well you guys can see. 254.3 hours. It's really hard with this camera setup, but and then of course the cat sticker at 2134 where it was swapped out. Kind of hard to see, but getting a good look up here where the tilt cylinders come up and meet the back side of the loader arms. Everything looks good on this side. Nothing that I'm seeing there that looks cracked or welded or plated. Same thing over here on this side. Everything looks pretty well normal there. And then like I said earlier, back side of that skid steer mount plate, I don't see anything out of the ordinary there. Couplers look good there. All right, like I said, this one's a 2004 247B. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.